Good evening, everyone. First of all, I want to thank everybody who's here today, everybody who is watching online, everybody who is watching from far and abroad. Thank you for paying attention and just looking at us and paying attention to us and just loving the Extra Boys program in the Life Preparatory School. First of all, let me start by saying I come before you right now beaten, tired, aggravated, irritated, exhausted, but mostly inspired, motivated, and strong. And where I'm coming from right now is I want everybody to know that this is something that what people said couldn't be done. People had doubts about it. People had much to say about me and our program and what we have been trying to accomplish for the past 3 years. But here we are in our brand new school at the Life Preparatory School for Boys. So I wanted to make this address as a first address for the Life Prep School for Boys and let everybody know that this school is officially opening. We open on Monday for move-in and school begins on August 3rd. So I know there's been a lot of hubbub about other schools that may have been supposed to be opening or haven't opened, and people have been raising money, etc. But for us, we've remained transparent, we remain steadfast, and we've made sure that everybody sees what we're doing at all times with our funds, with our dollars, with your likes, with your shares, with your comments, all of your support that you've been giving to Life Prep. Here we are. And I know people have enjoyed the journey. You have watched us come from my dining room at my house all the way to having a full facility, 41,000 square feet, 25 classrooms. This is something that you all have helped us build with the assistance of God, with the assistance of people across the country, with the assistance of people all over the world. We have made this happen. For a small town kid from Albany, Georgia, to be able to affect other small town kids from Albany, Georgia, and to just have a big effect on the world, it speaks volumes. And for right now, I must tell everybody that I'm too equipped to be whipped. And I know a lot of times I get frustrated, I get down, but most of you never see it. But I stand before you right now as a success and as a failure. I have failed many times, and that is what builds me into who I am, which makes me a success all at the same time. I've been, this time last year, I was going through big trials and tribulations with many of our community members in our hometown. Back last year when we were having a debacle with our local school system about our school opening and us potentially purchasing a school building from our local school system. Well, here we are with a bigger building, 2 times the size. There were certain exposés, but nobody's come to expose this. Nobody's come back to acknowledge all the lies and everything that was said about Life Prep and King Randall. During that time, we had 39 students still working with them in the summertime at my grandmother's house every day. During the time where people were saying so much, I met with many of your local pastors of your mega churches here in Albany, whom had so much to say, who told me to sit down and I'm doing too much and I should stop working with children. I need to be quiet. All these things your local pastors, your churches that you go to told me to stop doing simply because they had not done it before. They'd never seen anything like it, so it's almost too good to be true. We've brought many people to the city of Albany. People have flown on private jets, etc., to come see us, and they have to come see it because it sounds too good to be true, but yet it is happening. People aren't seeing it everywhere. People aren't seeing it in many different places. People aren't seeing it across the country, so people are asking, King, can you bring this to St. Louis? King, can you bring this to Houston? King, can you bring this to Africa? No, I cannot. I have a city to serve here in the city of Albany. In the city of Albany, I must make mention of every single time that this city will not change until we build those 300 men. And many people have asked about what our team name would be and what our mascot would be, etc. Our team name will be the 300. And my first time mentioning that to my colleagues said, oh, that's stupid. Why would you name it the 300? Who names their team a number? Like, that makes no sense because you don't know the validity of what 300 represents. You don't know the validity of what 300 can build. The scripture teaches us what 300 can do. And this city will not change. The city will not waver. The city will not shake until those 300 men are built. And this is what we're building here at the Life Preparatory School for Boys. Whether we have help from the community, whether we do not, this is something that we're going to continue to build, we're going to continue to do, and we're going to continue to stay steadfast and keep making it happen. And I think for the past 3 years, we've built so many children. So many have come, so many have gone. So many are still here. I've had children that have stayed for the entire 3 years. I've had children stay 2. I've had children stay 1. I've boarded some of those students. I've kept some of those students at my home. I've only had one child go back to the juvenile court system after being in my care. A lot of the children have made so many significant changes, and it bears witness in many of our students' lives and their parents' lives. And I think right now, and I made mention before about us potentially becoming a charter school here in the city of Albany. And yesterday we met with our local, our state charter school commission, and I decided yesterday that I did not want to pursue becoming a charter school. I think will compromise our mission with the Life Preparatory School for boys. It will compromise our boarding position with the Life Preparatory School for boys. The boarding component is the most important component of this school. Many schools, school systems all really focus on academics, but none of them are focusing on mindset and what needs to happen with the changes in our children. And I think that's something extremely important. Our communities bear witness to the way we think. The mind is what makes us. The scripture says, as a man thinketh, so is he. And our communities bear witness to how our boys are thinking. And so nobody's implementing any curriculum to change the way we think. Nobody's implementing any curriculum to change mindsets. Nobody's implementing any curriculum to really dig into the minds of our children. We give them a book. I can teach 10,000 children how to change oil. I can teach 10,000 children how to change brakes and change a toilet, etc. Nothing is going to happen until we dig into their mind and change their mindset. Because if I don't change their mindset, he's still a gangster that know how to change oil. He's still a killer that knows how to change brakes. We have to dig into the minds of our children. We have to dig into their minds and change their minds. And so a lot of people have told me I lost my mind with many of the things that I'm trying to do. Well, sometimes you have to lose your mind in order to change your mind. And I think that's something that is extremely important that we have to focus on in schooling and with our children. So we will not be pursuing the charter school routes. We will continue doing school as we know how and as we are about to start doing. We are the example of what school is supposed to be. Life Prep will expand around the city of Albany. We have been eyeing land across the city already to start potential other campuses after our first year. We plan to start in 6th grade and end in 12th grade. We plan to take at least 7,000, 8,000, 9,000, 10,000 boys from the city of Albany. So I think that may shake up a system that's already in place, but sometimes you have to remove what is for what will be. And I think that's something that we must continue to do, whether we have to stop a system, whether we have to kill a system, whether we have to maneuver and do something new, that's something that we will do. And if we have to take every boy from the city and make him into a man, that's what we will do. I have said and done everything that I have said I was going to do. I have done everything that has come out of my mouth about this school. I said we were going to open a school, we opened it. I said we were going to buy some land, we bought 40 acres. I said I was going to build men. I have 2 graduates right now that are the most outstanding young men I've seen in my life. So I think we have the solution. We have the recipe. So at this point, nobody can say, well, King Randall doesn't know what he's doing. We have shown time and time again that we know exactly what we're doing. I think it's you who don't know what you're doing. Many of your teachers, many of your leaders, many of your pastors, etc., whom have had so much to say, have never made a move like this. Their churches are bigger than the moves of God that come out of their churches. And I think something is wrong with that. We have so many churches here and no move of God. And the biggest move of God that I've seen has come through Life Prep and the X for Boys, because God is moving through this program. This is why you've seen so much change happening with us. That's why Albany, Georgia is on the map all over the world, simply because of the X for Boys and Life Prep. We've flown people here. People have heard about our city above Albany, New York, because of what this program has done. Nothing has happened in Albany like that until we have come along. This is the first boarding school for boys in the city of Albany that has come here. This is something new. We are making history. And I think we're going to continue to make history with our boys. Our boys are going to continue to make history. You think I'm a threat? Wait until you see our boys graduate. If you think I am a beast, wait until you see my boys graduate. If you think I am awesome, wait until you see our boys graduate. They're going to be the best men you have ever seen in your life, and the types of men we haven't seen in decades. And I think that's something that we need to see. I have the recipe. I'm cooking it, and we're making it here at the X for Boys Life Preparatory School. I want to thank everyone for paying attention to us, loving us. I am extremely appreciative. I'm emotional, and our school is about to open. We have a bit more work to do. We'll be operable by Monday, but I'm extremely excited for our students that will be attending. They are excited. I have a few skeptical kids. I have a few skeptical boys. It's okay. They're going to grow to love it because they never met me before. But just as many of the parents have made mention to other parents, this is the place for their children to be. This is what's going to make them into a man. And I am appreciative of most of those parents who will say, in order to be a man, you got to see a man. So we're going to surround them with other instructors. We're going to surround them with men. We're going to bring men around that we believe can help them and mold them into the best young man they can be, because I can't teach them everything, and another man can't teach them everything. We have to give them the best in the village. We want to create a village and a safe space for them where they're not being starved at home, where they're not being molested, where they have food to eat every day, where they have a safe place to sleep, where they don't have to babysit their siblings or nothing. They're going to come here and thrive. And I think that's something important. We're expecting no less than a 4.0 GPA from all of our students. All of our students will make 90s and above at our school, and we will not accept anything less because we are fostering the environment for that. The school system cannot foster the environment for that. They won't offer that because they cannot foster that. This is what we're fostering here at the Life Preparatory School for Boys. You will know when our boys step on the scene because of how they carry themselves and the presence that they bring with them. So, saying all that to say, thank you so much. Life Prep will be opening on August 3rd for school. Our boys will move in on August 1st. Stand by for our documentary that we will be releasing for Life Prep opening. We have recorded every moment with me and all my trials and tribulations from the past year. Places I've traveled, us working on our school, interviewing many people. Our documentary will be coming out August 10th, and I'm extremely excited about that. And I look forward to showing you guys the rest of the videos that we have to be released for you guys. We'll be releasing those videos when school opens. We'll be releasing photos. We'll be showing you guys what's happening with your donations. We'll be showing you what's happening with the boys. And you just follow along with their journey as you've been for the past 3 years. Thank you so much, and have a great evening.